hello, you power core combiners, you. It is I, your humble host, your purveyor of plastic, Soundwave SG1, coming at you for another Transformers transformation review thingy. Yes, before I get into it, according to my analytics, about 75% of people watching my videos aren't subscribed. Hit subscribe, hit like. It'll tell the algorithm that you like my content, and if you're positioned to help out the channel, please check out my Patreons. All the links will be in the description later, and we'll crack on. So, as you can see with your eyes, we are taking a look at the Power Core Combiner set, Crankcase with Destrons. Yes, this is a repaint, one of those repaint sets. This is a repaint of Huffer. It doesn't come with the Minicon. Because there was two types of Minicon, Power Core Combiners. There was the figure that came with the Minicon, and then there was a figure that came with the drones. There was no, unfortunately, they didn't release the drones as individual packed, because you could basically mix and match and have any drone, do anything, really. So you've got two from one set and two from another set. So let's get into it, shall we? So we'll just take a look at the drones first. So we'll just take a look at these first. And then we have the helicopter. It's kind of like a futuristic Hindy. Get some landing gear there. It's a bit plain, this one, actually. The grey is a bit lacking, quite honestly. The blue's not a bad colour. You can move the gun up and down. I do like this motif that all four of them have got these red eyes, because these are drones. They don't transform into robots. They're not like Minicons, even though I think they're described as Minicons. I think Minicon is a blanket term that means any small transformer that connects to another transformer, but these don't actually transform in, the traditional sense. You got some, tech greeblies painted on there. Like I say, I like the implication that these red bits are being controlled, although they could have painted those ones in, it would have been nice as well. Yeah, got a nice Decepticon symbol there. Not much detail going on. Nice rocket there. I think these are supposed to be, I'm not sure what these are. You've got more of that tech detailing on there as well. Yeah. Of all if this was black, I think it would be a better helicopter, but as is, it's not too bad. It does, the rotors, the rotor blade, God, I can't talk today. The rotor blades do spin, but not very well, and you've got the tail one as well. And then you've got a Minicon port right on top. So we've got, just borrowing roll bar from Scavenger there, and he can fit on there, but this is more for robot mode, but you can do it in this mode as well. So you can fit on there, and the rotor blades ain't going to rotate with that on the top. So let's just, come on, I'll put it on a bit tighter, there we go. Thought I was going to snap it then. So there's the helicopter drone. So we'll just put you over there. And here we have the, I guess the A10, or something approximating an A10 Thunderbolt. Bristled with weapons. You've got that, again, that red motif going on there. Let's take a closer look. You've got these tech details going on the wings there. You've got these arms to the teeth, this guy. You've got guns coming out the side, guns coming out the front there. Decepticon symbol, kind of hidden with these panel lines. I'd have put them on the wings, personally, but there you go. You've got this sort of AWACS type sensor there as well, which doesn't do anything. You've got more of that tech greebly on the tail fin. And that's your lot, really, underneath. You've got some details there, but they're more for robot mode. He's got some landing gear, which don't rotate, unfortunately. So he doesn't roll, but he does sit there. Like I say, on the AWACS, you got some more of that tech greeblies going on there. You can put the Minicon on as well, and that just frankly looks ridiculous. A car on top of a plane, but there you go. And that's the airplane drone, which is not too bad. The only thing I don't like about it though is the wings. They kind of droop down. I wish they were straight, but that comes into for robot mode later. We'll look at that later. So we'll put you over there as well. And here's the off-road truck drone, which is pretty cool. This one rolls the best as well, because it's got the biggest wheels, and it rolls really nicely when you don't knock it. Again, like the others, you've got this tech motif going on. You've got this red, like, being controlled kind of thing going on as well. You've got some nice lights up there. You've got some missiles on the back, which rotate but don't fire. You've got the Minicon port. I won't put it on this one, but it does look ridiculous. But you've got some nice panel details. You've got some like armour plating over the door there. Yeah, nice Decepticon symbol there. Not too bad at all. And that's it, really, is all to be said. But it does the job, it looks pretty cool. And it's a big off-road, vehicle, isn't it? So it's pretty cool. So you can live there as well. Last but no means least is the missile truck. Now, this is my personal favourite out of all 4 of them. I don't know why, it just kind of appeals to me. It rolls as well. Not really well. You've got some little wheels underneath there. It doesn't roll massively well. You got that continuation of that tech greebly going on there. You got the red eyes to imply that this is being controlled. You got some nice details on the top there. Some panel hands. You got some tank treads. Wish the tank treads were painted in a bit more, but there you go. Nice Decepticon symbol there. Nice big honking missiles. They unfortunately don't do anything. They don't fire or anything like that. It's a bit of a shame. Nice screw holes on this side, which is very nice. At least you got the Decepticon symbol this side. You got like a cow catcher there as well. You got all this detail in there. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty plain, but somehow I like it the best. I don't know why. I just think it looks cool. I mean, you wouldn't argue with that barreling down the road, would you? But yeah, it's pretty cool. So you can live there as well. And now for the leader of the group, this is Crankcase. This was a repaint of Huffer in the line. There was 2 types power core combiner released. There was a figure that came with a minicom, which were usually slightly larger, and then you had a figure that came with the drones there. The minicoms become weapons and chest armour as well, and this is a recolor of Huffer. This is Crankcase, this guy. I like the colour scheme on this one. It's very Menasor-y, very RID Scourge as well. Except the blue Energon ports, or what they're called, Allspark connectors or something they were called, right? And then everything had this Allspark blue on it. Don't ask. Yeah, so yeah, because these are the drones here as well. They are 2 from. So they're 2 from the aerial bots, and those 2 are from the Combaticons, I believe. Yeah, it's a shame really, because it's a neat idea, but it didn't really take off. So let's take a closer look at Crankcase himself. He's a very nice truck, some very nice details for how small this is as well. You've got that more of that tech details going along the on the back there. Nice Decepticon symbol there. Got some more of those tech details there. I do like that green in the like turquoise green, almost like possessed. Windscreen there. Got some nice panel there, nice wheels. Just roll really well, actually. Really, really well. Don't get figures that roll like that now. Some smokestacks there. Some headlights on the top there. And not really indicating it's going to be a robot, but his head is stuck there. That's a bit of a... One thing I don't like about it is his head is stuck there. But other than that, it ain't too bad. So, yeah, let's put a size comparison. Let's see who we've got to compare it to. These are pretty small. This is Siege Thrust, who I got the other day, and you can see he's pretty small compared to him. Yeah, I'm not going to even show you in jet mode. Yeah, he's pretty small in comparison. So there we go. Yeah, let's take him to robot mode. He's got an interesting transformation. Pretty simple, but it does the job. So what do we do first? So basically, we come to this section at the back there. He's got a trailer hitch. I've just noticed. He's got a trailer hitch there, but it doesn't really do anything. I think you're supposed to leave these down, actually, but I think it just looks better out of the way, a little bit more transformed. Also, they act like heel spares as well, because you can see these are going to be legs. Back in the camera, Tony, come on. So, disconnect those from the back there, like that. Then, what you do is you split this whole section right up to here, down the middle. So, you split, there we are, all the way along, and just get it out of the way. Then, you come to the feet, which are pretty much done. So, we're nearly done already. So, you just separate what will become the legs, like that. Let's pull this camera up so you can actually see what I'm doing. There we are. So then what you do is so you've got a little clip there, right there, which will clip into this little slot here. That's quite satisfyingly, actually. There we are. Same again for this side. There we go. Then you just rotate what will become his arms down like that, and down like that. And then you fold these in. I'm sure they fold in. Yeah, fold into his arms like that. Get him neatly out of the way, and then you rotate his head up, and then there is Crankcase in his robot mode. And he doesn't look too bad. Now these, the ones with the drones were packaged with weapons, which I don't understand why not, but they didn't. But the single release versions of these all came with a minicon that turned into an axe or a sword or something, you know, or a drill bit. But yeah, I wish I never got rid of the other power core combiners now. Yeah, they were cool. They just, I think, because when they came out, was it 2010 or 2011? I'll put it in here. Yeah, because Animated was on its way out, and we were in between two films at this point as well. Or it was around about when Revenge of the Fallen was coming out, so it's in that really weird position where, you know, nothing's out, you know, there's no media out, you know, there's no show, or the show's ending, and there's no movie out, or there's a movie coming out, so there's nothing, you know, media-wise out yet. Anyway, so yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't dislike it. I like that head sculpt. It's a really nice head sculpt. I love the eyes, it's really nice. I love the chest as well. Like I say, the chest, you get a little minicon port there. You can attach an ordinary minicon, and I had a minicon like that. Looks really ridiculous. The idea was that in the combined mode, you can put the weapon that came with it, would turn into a chest shield as well. Yeah, so we've got some nice details. Actually, got some really nice details. That head sculpt is really cool. Let's zoom that in, get a closer look at it. Very nice. I do like that head sculpt. You've got some more of these tech details, quite minimal on the chest there. I wish that port was black. It kind of sticks out a bit. You've got some details in the hips there. Legs are a bit washed out, and the feet they're in this glossy paint, which implies, look, you can see there, it implies that originally these were going to have feet that flip up and flip down, because there is definitely a sort of hinge there. Well, it's a moulded in piece, but it looks like it, at one stage that was going to be the case, but anyway, cheapness in it. Yeah, he's got some really nice detail in his hands, weirdly. He's got some real intricate detail in his hands. Too bad they're covered by his part of his truck mode. You know, so it's not too bad at all. Okay, so in terms of articulation, his head can rotate 360 degrees, and it can move up and down, but that's more for transformation. His arms will rotate 360 degrees at the top of the shoulder, because on a ball joint. However, they are hindered by this kibble at the back there. Elbows on a ball joint, either and everywhere. His waist won't move, but his legs can move forward, move backwards, in and out, bend at the knee, rotate at the top of the knee. But that's your lot. That is your lot. So then, let's get on to the main event, shall we? Okay. So, to transform this guy into Menasor, right, yeah, they called him the big dude Menasor. What you do is, you fold up his arm. You pull these out. These will be for the minicon parts, or the power core combiner parts. So you pull these out of the side. Come on. It's really tight, there we are. It's really tight to get out, but then it's fairly loose when it's out. It's very strange. So you just position the arms, so you position these back, and here you've got a peg, and then you've got a port in his forearm there. Focus, thank you. And then they just fit in like that, so they're on a slight angle. Same for this side, you just position that in, rotate that around, and position that in like that. Then you come to the legs. Focus, thank you. You rotate these out, so they're on a little peg and port system. One peg and port will hold the leg in robot mode, and then for super robot mode, you rotate these down, and then you peg them in like that. So you're into, that's normal robot mode, that's super robot mode. So again, same thing, you just rotate him out, rotate him round, and then peg that in to place. So there we go. So now what do? We fold the head in, then we come to the back, then we rotate this whole section out, rotate him up like that, and then rotate this in. Actually, there's a copyright on there. What year did these actually come out? 2009, it says there. Okay, 2009, I was wrong. Yeah, so the head rotates in there, and you've got a really nice head sculpt. So let's have a take a look at that before we do the main event. That is a really nasty looking face sculpt there. Really, 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 really nasty. He's got light piping, but his eyes are painted, which I never understood why they did that. You know, let's see. Let's just turn the light off. Let's see if I can get the. Oh no! Wait, no, yep, no. He's got light piping. That's pretty cool. I did not notice that. Oh, well, there you go then. You learn something new every day, don't you? Well, anyway, right. So we've got the main body prepared. Oh yeah, pull these down as well like that. So we've got the main body prepared, and these will have to go in a particular way, otherwise, you know, it won't fit. So this can go on any leg, but this has to be a leg. So what do? Is we get the port there, basically like G1 essentially. It's best to hold it by these missiles bits there, and then you put that in, and then you get a bit of this bit there. You get a bit of automorph. So when you push it in, it falls out. When I can do it, there we go. And you just pull it out, and then there is one leg, and then we get the other leg, which is this one. Oh, jumping the gun there. So we get the other leg, and it goes sideways, this one, and then you get the port right in the front of the car there, goes into here, like so. And then again, so as you push it on, it all automorphs out, and you can rotate those forward if you want. So you got another leg, so you can stand him up, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's get everything into frame. I think I might need the booster. Right, there we go. So then you get this guy. I like to put him on the left side. You've got the activator there. That'll fit onto the side there. So it's best to hold on to these missiles there, and then you can get it. Well, it don't pop in, because I'm on camera, you see. Done it again. Right, let's put my finger under there. Let's get it going. Oh, come on. It should go, but it doesn't want to. It's because I'm on camera. Right, come on. It can only go on one way. Well, bear with me. Well, you can fuck right off. Right, with some jiggery pokery going on there. Yeah, there we are, just making sure the camera's on. So, yeah, you push it in, and then an arm comes out, and then you rotate that out, and it's got a real nasty looking sort of Bayverse arm going on. Because they're kind of like a cross between G1 and Bayverse. It's kind of weird, but they're kind of cool. And then the last one we get is the aeroplane one, and then that fits into this side. Like so. And boom, there he is in his Super Robot mode, in Menasor mode. And he looks pretty cool, actually. The idea is that you could get different minicons, well, these power core combiner guys, and you could do you know, any combination you wanted, really. But they didn't release these in just packs of 4, which is, you know, that's what I'd have done. But there we go. It is what it is. I mean, it was 20 odd years ago at this point. Or getting to be 20 years ago. But it's pretty cool. I do like him. It stands well on a shelf. Apart from this leg, because the way this leg transforms, you've got this thing going on. It doesn't really want to stand. You've just got to position it there, just in a proper way to get him to stand. Yeah, so in terms of articulation, still got the same articulation. You can rotate his arms 360 degrees. You can bend his leg forward and his knee down like that. But that's all she wrote. You got this in and out action there. You can do that, but then it just pops off, and you don't want to do that. So there's no real, like, elbow or wrist articulation. I mean, you can, but like I said, the more you mess with it, the more it wants to pop open, you see. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So, thank you for watching. Like I said at the beginning, if you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so when I've got new videos out. Should be every Thursday and Saturday. Check out my Patreon if you're in a position to help out the channel. I've got some cool rewards over there as well. And a big shout out to all my subscribers on my Patreons. Thank you, 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 thank you. And I will catch you all very soon. Bye for now.
Unleashing the power, tearing through the night. Transformers in my hands, ready for the fight. With every single figure, I give